It's that time again for another episode of the Peak Signing Agents podcast, where you are learning to be the best notary and signing agent you can be. I'm your host, DVO Derek Van Otten, and I'm honored to be with you on another episode. I would like to give a quick update on what's going on with me and my world. Today's actually a Sunday. We're celebrating my daughter's fifth birthday. And so we're going to the park with some family. We're going to have a good time. Some family and friends are going to be meeting us there. And we're just going to enjoy the day and enjoy being surrounded by loved ones. And I just got to say it. I'm kicking cancer's ass. All right. If you're not aware of my situation, I was diagnosed in March of 2024 with cancer, colon cancer. And I've been going through treatments, radiation. I went through radiation treatment. I did 28 weeks of that every day, and they said my tumor is significantly smaller. And we decided to go through chemotherapy. I have 8 treatments. Treatment is every 2 weeks for 48 hours. So this coming up Tuesday will be my 4th treatment. So I'm halfway through it. And, I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling great. I will say that during the days I have treatment, like about 4 or 5 days of treatment, or the week I'm doing treatment, I should say, about 4 or 5 days, I feel really tired and hungry, which is actually not that bad thing. I just feel tired and hungry, and people have told me, like, wow, you're looking great. Like, I love your spirit of how you're going. Like, you're handling this really well. And a lot of people said, I think it's because maybe it's your mindset. Like, you're really positive about it. And I said, I don't think it's my mindset. I know it's my mindset. And guess what we're talking about this episode? We're talking about your mindset. I told myself I'm going to beat cancer. I told myself I'm not going to have major side effects. I told myself I'm going to fly through this and be there for my family and live a very long time. That's what I told myself. That's what I told my body. And that's just one aspect of my life. I've told myself I'm going to be successful in life. I told myself I'm going to make a lot of money so I can do good things with it. So I can take my family on vacation, so I can help people that need help. That is why my goal is to make a lot of money. Money is not a way for me to attain the riches and hold on to it and keep it for myself. For me, money is a tool. It's a tool that I can help people, that I can help my family. It's a tool for me. And that's why I want to make a lot of money. Sure, I can buy some nice things. I'll buy better quality things. I'll buy organic food. And I'll buy shoes that will last me a long time because I'm buying high quality. But it's a tool. And our mindset is a huge part of us and our business and our personality. So I want to talk about that a little bit, okay? Because I do believe that my mindset about being healthy is what's caused me to coast through this. Like, if you look at me, you wouldn't think I've got cancer, right? Like, I haven't, well, okay, I lost a lot of weight, but I've lost a lot of weight in a healthy way. I haven't lost weight because I've lost my appetite during treatment. And I know some people do. I'm not trying to negate those or diminish those in any way. People have their own ways of going through treatment, and I feel bad for anyone that has to have a horrible time with it. I really feel bad for them. And I feel bad for anyone that's going through a hard time in any situation. Any type of situation. Life is tough. But you've got to be tougher. You've got to be tougher than life. And it starts with your mindset. I think it's a big part of it. And I wanted to just talk about it a little bit. Because I don't know what you're going through. But we've all have gone through things, and we're all going through things, and we don't know everyone else's journey. And I'm not here to judge anybody. I've never done that. I don't care about your skin color. I don't care about what political party you associate with. I don't care what religion you are. I don't care. I don't care who you love. I don't care if you love the opposite sex or the same sex or what you identify with. I don't care about any of that. I want you to be happy. I want you to succeed. That's what I care about. I don't care about all that small stuff. And right now the political parties are making it sound like one side is this way and one side is this way. I'm actually independent. I'm registered independent. I believe in purple. I don't believe in blue, or I don't believe in red. I believe in purple. That's what I believe in. I believe in individualism. Everyone's different. Everyone has different opinions. I'm not going with one side just because they say it. I go with what I feel is right. That's why I'm independent. I like some things on one side. I like some things on the other side. So I'm independent. I have no horse in this race. I wish they both had rallies in my area so I can go to both rallies and feel it for myself. Feel the energy, feel the vibes, hear what they're saying for myself. That's what I want. And so don't get caught up in anything like that. Be an individual. Just, you know what? If you feel you're blue or red, that's fine. That's fine. But if you feel like your team says something, you're like, I don't know about that. I don't know if I agree with that. That's okay too. That's okay too. It's okay not to agree all the time with things. It's okay. Right? We live in a country, I live in a state that's a very predominantly religious state on one religion. And I don't care if you're in that religion or not. If you're in my area, I don't care. I just care that you're a cool person. I just care that you're not an a-hole. That's all I care about. That you want to do good. You want to be a great parent. You want to be a great spouse. You want to be a great neighbor. You want to help others. That's what I care about. That you want to be a good person. So, mindset is important. Mindset is very important. Having your own individual mindset. Having your own ideology. And guess what? It's okay to change your ideas. It's okay to change your opinions. Because remember, your opinions and your ideas are based on facts and knowledge that you've attained. And if you get new facts and new information, it's okay to change your opinion. I changed my opinion on lots of things because I got new information. That's okay. And guess what? Being self-employed as a notary or signing agent, being a business owner running a signing service, is tough. It's stressful. It's annoying. And it's really, really tough sometimes. You have to be tougher. You got to be tough in life. I am a believer in tough love a little bit. I do believe in tough love. I mean, I've never hit my kids. I don't really care to hit my kids. I'm a man. I have 2 girls and a wife. I don't think it's right for me to hit them. I don't want them to think that if they get in a relationship with a man, that if a man is angry, it's okay for them to hit them. I'm not a believer in that. So I don't hit my girls. But I grew up getting hit. I wasn't abused. Don't get it twisted. I wasn't abused. It was the 80s. And that's what you did when kids were acting out. I wouldn't say I didn't deserve it. I was bad. I was naughty. I knew what the consequences were, and so I did it anyway, and I got disciplined for it. I'm not mad at my parents for that. That was the expectations. But I do believe in tough love a little bit, but I'm not a believer in abusive love. But I just want to tell you guys, it's tough out there. Life is tough. I just want to remind you all that. And sometimes things go easy and go smooth. I mean, for me, things were going real smooth. And all of a sudden the doctor passed me on the leg and I'm wearing a gown, sitting on a hospital bed with my rear end exposed. And he passed me on the leg and wakes me up and says, "Oh, sorry to break it to you, but you've got cancer." Not the ideal way, but you know what? That's how life is dealt sometimes. And we have to adjust to it. We have to be tough. I knew I had to be tougher than cancer, mentally and physically. I had to make a change. I had to correct my addictions to sugar and junk food. I had to correct those, and now about plant-based and protein and being healthy and sleeping. I have to be tougher than it. I'm not a big fan of taking naps during the day, but during my chemo treatments and I'm tired, I realize I need to take a nap during the day. I need to take a 30, 60-minute nap sometimes. And then I feel fine. I have to do that sometimes. Because I have to be tough. You have to be tough. You're going to have people tell you not to do a business. They're going to tell you it's not a good fit for you. You have to be tough and prove them wrong. You have to be tough and work hard. If you're sitting there thinking, why am I not getting any jobs? Because you're not working hard enough. There's the tough love for you. You got to be tough. You have to accept that where you're at is your doing. You're the reason you're where you're at in life. It was tough for me to accept it. When I was drowning in debt. When I got my home foreclosed on and I was homeless. When I realized like I was struggling in a business I really wanted to do and I was struggling and I don't know if I could really do that type of a business. I had to accept that maybe I have to move on and do something else. But it landed me here. All right? It was tough for me to swallow that, to say I'm failing in business because of me, because of my efforts, because of my actions, and maybe because of my skill set I'm failing in business. I might have to pivot and do a different type of business. But guess what? It worked. It worked out for me. But I had to be tough on myself. I had to love myself as well. Tough love is being tough on yourself and accepting your failures, but also loving yourself and saying, hey, it's okay that I am failing here. Maybe I need to do something different. It's okay. All right? Business is tough. You're going to have people reject you. You're going to have people that you're marketing to, signing services, title companies, real estate agents, they're going to reject you. You're not going to get every order. You have to be tough. You have to be mentally tough and be prepared for that. It's going to happen. You're not going to get every job coming your way. You've got to be tough. And you need to plan out your future. Have it written out. Daydream about your future. You know, every day when I was going into my radiation treatments, I had a daily affirmation every day as I was driving to the hospital. Every day driving to the hospital was a reminder of that there's something wrong with me. Something's wrong with my health. Something's wrong with my body and it might kill me. And it was hard. Mentally. It was hard mentally every day. Physically, I just had to sit there. I just had to lay there on a table physically and just lay there for 10 minutes every day. But mentally, it was hard. It was hard to accept that. But I had to tell myself a daily, as I was driving, it was only a 10, 15 minute drive. But every day I said the same daily affirmation to myself. And then I sat there on the table as I did the radiation and I repeated that daily affirmation. And I was daydreaming. I was visioning my future, being healthy, being physically fit, eating healthy foods, being strong, living a long time, watching my grandkids grow. That's what I was doing. And I have a vision board in my office. I look at it every day. I can imagine my future. This is the future that I want. I know I've talked about it before, but in case you're new to the podcast, I'll talk about it. You know, my vision board talks about the things that I want in life. Some of the vehicles, some of the houses that I want. And that's great. That's fine. That's great. I'm visioning these things. I'm putting it together. There's also other things on my vision board, like charities, things that mean something to me. Things that I feel compelled to help with and to donate to. These are on my vision board. I want to help. In fact, talking about that is part of my daily affirmation. Helping others is part of my daily affirmation that I say. And I'm brainwashing myself. Are you brainwashing yourself? I brainwash my kids. Okay? Because if you don't brainwash them, someone else will. Our kids are getting information from some source. TV, videos, social media, teachers, friends, neighbors. They're getting influence from somewhere. I want their influence to come from me. I'm teaching them hard work. I'm teaching them entrepreneurship. I'm teaching them they can't always get what they want, but if they work hard, they can get what they want. These are the things that I brainwash my kids into thinking. I brainwash them into thinking life's not fair, but they have to react to it. We have to react to life. That's why we have to be mentally tough. I had to brainwash I took many years brainwashing myself to always be positive. I always wanted to be negative. Anything I heard, I've always thought of something negative about it. Look at comments. Look at social media. Look at comments. There's always so many people posting negative comments. Especially right now. We're in a political change possibly right now. Well, we are in a political change right now. And you're going to just see tons of negative comments, hateful comments. Don't look at the comments. Don't be that person that's always posting the negativity. And don't read the comments. And if you see someone posting about negativity, I don't go, maybe they're right. Oh, maybe what they're saying is right. I just think, I feel bad for them. I feel bad that they take time out of their day to post something venomous. Like venom comes out of their thoughts. I feel bad for them. I don't spend much time reading comments. But I do on my YouTube channel. So if you comment on my YouTube channel, I will read it and comment on it. Whether it's positive or negative, I will. Because I'm mentally tough, though. I've programmed myself. I've brainwashed myself to be mentally tough. To realize that just because someone has an opinion doesn't mean they're right. And just because I have an opinion doesn't mean I'm right. I've had to brainwash myself. But I don't say that in a negative way. I say that in a positive way. Because I know we think of brainwashing as something that's negative. And depending on the influence and where it's coming from, it can be negative. But I brainwash myself in a positive way. That I believe people have good intentions. Maybe they just comes out in a negative way. Maybe they express themselves in maybe a negative way. But I believe they have positive intentions. When my wife was telling her family that I was going to pivot away from one business and focus on being a notary, they were like, what, a notary? People can go to the bank for that for free. How's he going to make money being a notary? I had to realize they had good intentions. They wanted me to keep supporting my family. They didn't want my family to starve or become homeless. I'm just going to keep assuming that was their intentions. I think that was their intention. I think anyone's intentions, I like to think, are going to be more on the positive side. They're trying to protect you. They're trying to save you. But you know what? You have to gamble on yourself. And you've got to realize that you can't control everything that happens in life. I can't control getting cancer. I can't control being denied a new client if they say no to me. I can't control that. But what I can control is my emotions and my mindset. I can control that. So I just have to tell myself I'm not going to get every client. I'm going to get more no's than I get yeses. I already programmed myself for that. So when you get a no, do you just want to curl up in a ball and quit? Or do you say, okay, well, that's one more no closer to a yes? Or is that how you think? That's how I think. But again, that wasn't overnight. That wasn't the moment I became a business owner that it happened. I had to train myself or brainwash myself to just keep telling myself these things. I have to keep telling myself that I'm going to be successful. I have to keep telling myself that I'm going to be wealthy. I have to keep telling myself that I'm going to help others. I keep telling myself I'm going to be 100% healthy and cured. I have to tell myself that people are going to be saying yes to me and that they want to work with me. I have to keep telling myself that. And you do too. I know this episode is going all over the place, and it is. It is. We're talking politics, we're talking entrepreneurship, we're talking about mindset, we're talking about health, we're talking about all sorts of different things on this episode here. But it all comes down to your mindset. Your mindset is very important. If you're someone that's always complaining, it's you. It's a you problem. It's a you problem. You might feel like things are falling down all around you. You might feel like you're a victim of things. And you know what? There might be a moment where things are just really falling down all around you. I get it. Those things happen. I've had those episodes happen. But then I go back to what's the positive outlook? Well, I'm going to get past all this. It was hard. It was hard when I was struggling as an entrepreneur, and I had to keep realizing I'm not doing so good as I thought. I'm not making money. I'm not making my mortgage payments. I was going to these places to donate blood and plasma to make money so I can buy groceries for myself. Luckily, I was single at the time, lived on my own. But that was hard. I mean, it was tough. It was like, okay, I'm losing a vehicle. I'm losing my house. My business isn't working. I'm going to probably be losing my business. I'm donating blood and plasma to get by. I'm basically giving up. Instead of being out there working hard, I'm just going home and watching TV. I just want to give up. I thought about moving to another country. Thought that would make things easier. Losing it all and having to ask my parents, I don't have a home anymore. Can I come back and live in your basement? That sucked. That was hard. But then I had to work on my mindset. Say, no, this is a moment in life. This is a moment of struggle. I was dating my now wife, but that wasn't fun. That wasn't very impressive. Like, well, I'm moving back to my parents' basement. I lost my house, losing a vehicle. Business isn't growing. Business is going to probably fall apart. That wasn't fun at all. That wasn't fun at all. But it was my mindset that I had to keep working on. Say, but this is just a moment in time. I'll get through this. I'll make money. I'll get a job. I'll start another successful business. I'll buy another house in the future. This was just my mindset I had to work on. And it's hard when things are falling down around you, but just know it will be okay. It will be all right. You just can't give up, though. I'm so sad when I see people, the same people, some friends, they're always struggling financially and struggling with employment. They're always going from one job to another. They're always having vehicles problems, job problems, boss problems, health problems, financial problems. It's hard when I see the same people do it over and over, but I'm like, that's you though. That's on you. You can't blame anyone else. But the good thing about that is when it's a you problem, when it's all you and you take ownership, you can fix it. You can repair it. Or you can at least start taking the steps to do that. Okay? Again, I don't know what you're going through. We're all going through things, and I hope right now things are going real smooth for you. But I mentally know that things will happen. And maybe it's something minor. Maybe it's a car issue. Maybe it's as small as a flood in the basement. And that sucks, dealing with that. But you know what? That's a moment in time. And I was like, okay, we'll get through this. We'll be fine. We'll be better. We'll do better. I will do better. I will be better. It's hard for me to express everything in my head right now and put this all on video and podcast form. And so maybe this podcast feels like it's all over the place, but I just want to get this off my mind, off my chest. Because I know a lot of people have been telling me, like, hey, I think part of why you're doing so good with cancer is because of your mindset. I know it is. It's not I know it for a fact. It's because I'm brainwashing my mind and body that we are going to be fine. That we're too busy, we're too successful for side effects to let this stop us. We have a big vision. Me and my wife's vision of what we want to create for people. We have so many visions that we want to do to help people. And cancer can't get in the way of it. Cancer can't get in the way of our visions of what we want to do to help kids. Kids have a big soft spot for me in my heart. So I have a lot of visions that I want to do to help kids. And cancer can't get in the way of that. I've got dreams. I got 5-year dreams, 10-year dreams, 20-year dreams that I want to fulfill. And I can't let things get in the way of that. I have to be mentally strong. You have to be mentally strong, okay? Mindset is important. We can't give in. You can't give up. You can't quit. It's hard, and I just said I quit a business and focus on my notary business. But I wasn't quitting. I wasn't quitting on me or my dreams or my entrepreneur spirit. it was just a pivot. It was just a change of course. Mindset is very important. Have you ever seen, oh gosh, the movie just escaped me. The Secret. There we go. The Secret. The Secret had a big impact on me. And I know a lot of people poo-pooed on it, saying The Secret doesn't work. You can't just envision and want things and it comes true. And you know what? I agree. You can't. But I also say that's not what The Secret said. That is not what they said. You had to put action in place. It wasn't going to happen through magic, right? Things you want aren't going to happen through magic. You need to visualize it. You need to see it. You need to envision it, and you have to live it though. You have to live what you want to happen. You have to make things happen. But the Secret was a big impact on me when I first saw it. It wasn't the first time I saw it, or the second, or the third, or the fifth, or the sixth, or the seventh, or the eighth, I've watched it a lot, by the way. But it was impactful because I was like, yes, it taught me I need to be mentally strong. I need to be mentally tough in lots of different ways. I know I'm not going to live forever. And I know I'm going to have some health problems in the future. I didn't think cancer at the age in my 40s was going to be it. I didn't think it was out of the question to get cancer, but I thought maybe something happened in my 80s or something like that, right? You never think it's going to happen in your 40s. But you know what? I just had to say, okay, well, it happened earlier than I thought, and it's time to be tough. And it's hard not to have, I'm staying away from sugar because I'm trying to be really healthy and physically fit. It's hard to say no to certain foods, or like right now it's hot. It's hot as hell. It's 90s and 100s. I want ice cream. I would love some ice cream, but I'm not, because my goal of being physically fit and being healthy is more important than my satisfaction of ice cream. And so I just tell myself that I have to be mentally strong. And realizing that I was addicted to like soda, that was tough. I was like, I didn't realize I was. I thought I just had it once or twice a week. I think I was having it more than that. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm addicted. It was tough the first couple weeks. Now I don't even think about soda now. But part of it is I have to be mentally tough. You have to be mentally tough. You have to be mentally tough in this world. You have to be mentally tough in business. You have to be mentally tough with your health. Okay? It's important. All these things are important. You have to be mentally tough with being a better person. Realizing that I have a short temper when a little child, my child, is asking me questions, and I've had a stressful day, and I'm like, why are you asking me these type of questions? She's just being what a 4-year-old is supposed to be. What's my problem? You know, I had to take ownership of that. Like, what is DVO? What is your problem? She's doing exactly what a 4-year-old's doing. You're the one acting like a baby. You need to stop. You need to calm down and talk to your child and help her understand life. That was a hard pill to swallow. Like, I'm not being the best father version I can be. Or being short with my wife. Like, that's not what a good husband does. Like, DVO, what is your problem? I have to be mentally tough on myself. Like, you need to snap out of this, bud. You need to calm down. You need to talk to these people right. It's a hard pill for me to swallow. Thinking that I want to be the best husband, and I want to be the best father, and then I realized these are not the actions of what a best father and husband say or do. This is not right. To be short-tempered with them, that's not the right thing to do. That was a hard pill to swallow, but it made me better. When I'm about to feel these emotions, because I'm being mentally aware of it, I stop and be like, yes, no. You know what, daughter? These are the right questions. I'm glad you're asking me these questions. Let me help you understand this. Okay, you know what, wife? You're having a hard time understanding what I'm saying. Maybe it's the way I'm communicating. Maybe I'm communicating it incorrectly. It's probably the way I'm communicating. Let me rephrase this statement or re-ask this question. Oh, there we go. Oh, you mean you don't know how to read my mind? You know? But being mentally tough, being mentally aware, it makes me a better person. Also, it makes me tougher. It makes me motivated, but it makes me better as well. Because then I can communicate better with my family, with my parents. Yeah, they're not good with technology like I am. I have to realize that. Anyway, I don't know if this helps you in any way. I wanted to get this out there. I just want you to be mentally tough and be mentally aware and be mentally strong, and then go win for your family and get out of the funk. If you're in a funk, get out of the funk. You are the one that will get you out of it. Okay, no one else will, and that's okay. That means it's in your control. You can do this. You're awesome. You're amazing. You are a great notary. You are a great business owner. You are a great parent. You are a great friend. You are a great child. You are a great significant other. You are a great partner. You are a great human being. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Life's tough. It is. But remember, you're tougher. You are tough. You are strong. Mentally and physically, you are strong. Don't forget that. Remember that. Keep being better. Keep being awesome. I love you, and I'll talk to you on the next episode.